Just wow. The new OH-58D Kiowa in virtual reality. And I thought flying planes in VR was great. Flying choppers is even better. I will show you. Let's start this one up. But first off, let's take a look at the cockpit here. The fidelity is great, especially in the Pimax crystal. Everything is readable. And here are the guns in the front, absolutely fantastic. We will take a look at that later. Now, let's start the chopper. I don't know the exact order, but first, the ignition switch to on. And for the FADEC circuit breaker as well, collision lights to on. And then we turn on the battery over here. Now this will turn on the system over here and we will get a strange noise that we can get rid of. This is, by the way, the first chopper I am flying. So bear with me, I am not the most professional here. Okay, so we can turn that off with this knob over there. Now over here in the back we have the radar detector switch and the radar warning switches. I will turn them on. As you can see, it will talk to me, so I will just leave them off for now. It's going to be very annoying. But what we can do is push in the circuit breaker over there, the number 3. And then down here, yeah, it's very hard to see, but here is the ignition switch. And we turn that on. And then on the top of the collective, or well, over here, we put this throttle in the idle position. And then hold the start button for 2 seconds, around 2 seconds, and that will start up the systems and the rotor blades will start spinning, as we will be seeing soon. There's a lot of beeping here. We can acknowledge those warnings. There we go. How awesome. You can look at the grass here. It's now just not moving at all. Oh. Yeah, beeping, beeping, beeping. Let me acknowledge that. But as you can see, all the systems are spooling up, as I like to say. Just have to keep an eye on those. But nothing strange is going on, so we just have to wait here a little bit. There are some switches here in the overhead panel that we have to turn on. This one, generator switch here, and a fuel boost. Yeah, and this is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic in virtual reality. And now that the systems are kind of spooled up, what we are going to do is we are going to increase the throttle here. That's this thing over there. So I'm slowly adding some throttle. We are getting some warnings, but that's fine. And there we go. We can see all green bars here, which is perfect. And what we basically want to do now is making sure that the engine is somewhat at 100%, which is now not the case. It's 99%. So what I will do is, here is the engine RPM trim. And I will put that on a notch here. One trim. But that doesn't make it 100 here. The second one does. In the training it says you have to put 3 notches. But that will just... it will be at 101. And that's not what I want. So here 100 is absolutely fine. There we go. Okay, let me just do some final stuff that I learned in the training. The training missions are, by the way, quite fun. They are fast and easy to learn, although not voice-overed. Although I haven't heard any voices, so there's quite a lot of reading you have to do. By the way, we're still aligning, as you can see here. So we will have to wait a little bit. Now I will turn on these switches over there. And what they say, or well, what I have heard, is that a lot of pilots turn off the force trim switch and just do everything a little bit by feeling. Okay, we are still aligning the plane here. Look at this. The rocket pod, which we are going to fire.
AR-57 self-test.
Okay, a bit of a sub-test here. Let me get in the other seat here. Let me find the button. There we go. And yeah, this looks fantastic here, by the way. Oh, hold on. I look quite handsome. Nice. And here we have the machine pod gun on the left side. Fantastic. The way you can just put your head outside in VR is so amazing in choppers. And then over here we have the gun. So let me just take that one out, as you can see. Now I don't know really how to fire it yet. I have not figured that out. I'm learning how to fly this plane first. Chopper, sorry. But yeah, fantastic little detail. Let me try to put it back here. There we go, and let me get back in the other seat. Oh, that's not the... No. No. Hold on. Give me a moment. Yeah, no, yeah, there we are. Back in the... Well, I guess this is the pilot seat. Now, some last things that we need to do before taking off. I will arm everything with this knob over there. Or switch, I mean. There we go. And I think... Oh, let me just double check. Yeah, I think it's armed right now. And with the weapon selector on my stick, I can switch to the gun pod or to the missiles here. As you can see on the screen over there, we are now firing these missiles. We have 7 of them in single ones. You can also put them in ripple mode, but we will just leave it in single mode. And I think that's quite it, actually. Let me put the HSD mode over here so we can see where we actually are. And here we go. We are ready to take off. I will put the stick a little bit to the left. That's what you need to do. Also the pedals here a little bit to the left, pressing them a little bit to the left. And then the collective, I put that up. More lift, more lift. As you can see here, the number is going from 30, 40, 45 to 50. Slowly trying to get in a Hoover here. And you can see the grass now around us, weaving around and all of that. So fantastic. Okay, we're getting up here, I believe. Well, I can actually take a look at what we are doing, but I think we are now in quite a nice Hoover. Of course, I am in VR, so I can do this really easily. Yeah, so this is apparently a good Hoover. It doesn't have to be very stable, but yeah, this will do. This feels really amazing. Again, it's my first time really flying these kinds of helicopters, but I'm liking it. And there we go. Putting the collective up, nose forward. Oh, the sound. Mwah. Yeah, absolutely great. Okay, let me fly a little bit around here and then we will fire these missiles that we are carrying with us, of course. Just doing some random stuff here. Apparently the flight model is really good. Nothing to complain. Although I don't know how a real helicopter flies, but what I've heard, it's really good. And doing this, of course, looking over your shoulder downstairs in VR, you get a really good feeling of how high you are. So let's fire some missiles here. Awesome. Yeah, this is fantastic. Absolutely great. Now, let me change guns here. Let me go to the gun pod. Now, again, what I said, it's a visual approach in how you need to fly this this one here. Changing seats here. Oh, you can see the things dropping on the ground there. Let me get back. Ho, 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 ho. Wait a second. There we are. So, what I said is, it's really visual, so you just have to do it a little bit on intuition here. Because that crosshair that you see is not very accurate. Trying to hit that building here. Sorry if it's a little bit loud. And now let's just fly back to the airport and try to land this chopper. That has never really worked for me, maybe once, so let's see how that will work out. Now, this chopper, this module doesn't come with a lot of missions, though. There's no campaign yet, there's like infiltration mission or something. This is also a mission, apparently. But it doesn't come with much missions as of yet, so hope people will make campaigns for this. just letting everyone know that I am going to land about there on the runway. Just taking it slowly here. Oh, we've got a huge stutter here. Just looking here on the left side, you can see on the top left, you can see how fast we're going. 60, that's way too fast. Let's get that below 30. And then on the top right, you can see how high we are. 1,200 feet up. Now, if you have difficulties reading these indicators, or you normally wear glasses, I got something for you. If you struggle to read indicators or normally wear glasses, but you know, not in VR, I highly recommend trying out the latest prescription lenses from VRWave.store. They prevent damage to the VR lenses because you don't have to wear glasses, which I was always worried about, and it will reduce eye strain with a blue light filter. So I don't want to sound like a billboard, but I really wish I had done this sooner. So if you're interested, visit VRWave.store. We are back in the chopper here, about to land this beauty back on the ground, hopefully in one piece, but I'm not sure about that. It goes quite good here now. Your speed is slow, 23. Or height, by the way, is completely wrong here in the indicator, the top right. But okay. Just looking here outside a little bit, the beauty of VR. And then I will try to put this thing down. There we go. Sliding a little bit here, but it's down in one piece at least. Absolutely fantastic. Now, I hope this gives you a quick insight in what this module has to offer though. Not many missions out there, but the training missions are great. You can really learn this module quite fast, I would say. It's not the most difficult one. And of course, you can play it with a friend, as this, I think you can, I'm not sure, check it out, but I think you can be together in a single cockpit here. Now, thank you for watching everyone, and I hope to see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.